Welcome everybody, it is Unstoppable Stilezzi with another Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition casting game. Today we actually got ourselves a fan requested recording. They sent it to me via Discord, which you're happy to do as well. They wanted me to show you this 2 versus 2 game with Mexico and the, double Mexico versus the Inca and the Germans up here. So this should be a pretty fun one, you know. I like this map, California. We do it a lot in Wars of Liberty. It's got a wide variety of different areas. You got the desert, you got the mountainous or forest area over here, and then you get the ocean. So a lot of stuff going on at once visually. Before we get started, let's acknowledge how the California map works so we can sort of see what to expect here. The biggest thing you gotta note about California is to get some of the natives, particularly this Klamath over here, as well as the trade route, you have to go up this way, away from the main pathway. Because as you know, it's a pretty lengthy map, and you got a bit of a travel to get to your enemy. And usually want to go along the grassy path here and set up around here, but putting some stuff over here to get some of the extra trading posts is also a good idea. Of course, you have the option of water on this map too. You know, it's coastal California. You can get some of the whales, you can get some of the fish. I don't think we're going to see a lot of fishing today since, you know, cities like Mexico and Germany and Inca aren't necessarily the fishing powerhouses, but you never know. Let's see how this goes though. It's going to be neat seeing some new players going at it today. So, how do we begin? Let's start with this team. We got 2 Mexicos. Now, this is making me think a lot of different things. They could certainly play more traditionally, or they could go for a double revolt too, which would be really dangerous, right? Imagine if both of these players went with the Baja California revolt at the same time. That, to me, sounds like a nightmare fuel scenario for the enemy. Yeah. I think they're probably going to do that, because I've actually played with this player over here, Ditkacigar, before. He is a main of Baja California with Mexico. You might have known him from Wars of Liberty as well. He's sort of moved over to Definitive Edition now. So now he just mains with Mexico and the Baja California revolt. It's actually worked out pretty well for him since he's at about, I think, 15k or what, 1.5k or 1.6k ELO now. So he's become a real pro thanks to that build. And one thing you're going to see here is one of the Juanitas Bonitas here going for the trading posts. When you're revolting, getting trading posts is really important. You want to have at least one, because that means quicker shipments. And as you know, with the Baja California revolt, they have a lot of essential shipments to get. They obviously have the factory, they have the one that grants you coin for defeated units. There's a lot of essential cards to get once you revolt in this Baja California. And the starting card for Mexico is usually this one over here gives you 1 hacienda and 2 settlers. Haciendas are sort of a lifeline for the Baja California revolt, because they not only provide you resources, they also have, let me see, that they got that card here. I don't think they got that card here, but let's see if the other Mexico has that card. Yep, this one, Rancheros, enables haciendas to produce huarteros. This is a really powerful technology card here, because it basically allows these haciendas to stop configuring to food and coin or the other stuff that they do, and allows them to make outlaws, these huartero, which is pretty much like a Comanchero, so it's like an outlaw dragoon, and it has a charge attack where it throws a lasso that deals splash damage, so it's a really powerful unit. And the fact that you can get them for free over time from a bunch of different haciendas on the map, absolutely insane in a revolution that focuses explicitly on outlaws. Yeah, because that's what you know the Baja California revolt is. It's one based on outlaw production and stats. So if you can get a lot of free units, why not take it? Let's focus on the other team now. Like, we got a Germany up here. I want to check their deck out and see what they got going on. So it looks like the Germany has some pretty standard setup here. No mercenaries, they're going to be sticking to mostly eco, it looks like. Lots of settler wagon shipments, crates. Also Germantown farmers with the guild artisans. So it's totally possible they could try to go up later with settler wagons and go for a big boom in resources. Because as you saw from that regicide I did with Germany, boy, if you can get a lot of settler wagons, you really start to crank out the resources like crazy, and you can do anything you want with that. Really anything. Sky's the limit. It looks like card-wise, they're going to focus a lot on cavalry. All the cavalry combat cards here, except for the one for Uhlans in Age 4. So maybe we're going to see a lot of war wagons of Uhlans today. And how about the Inca? What's Inca? So I think Inca's going to go for a Concha House boom, because what else would they go for, potentially? I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it. They got the wood card, they got the villager card, the Chicha brewing, so they even got the war hut card you have in that build, so I think they're just going to focus on Concha houses and get as much comida as they can. Should be an interesting thing, though, because to me it's going to be a big challenge for this Inca and their Germany to try to defend against any sort of double revolt they do. Go like 6 to 8 coals, sinks Inca. Ah, yeah, that's culverins. What would you use culverins for against Inca? I'm a bit confused. Do they have artillery units? Inca doesn't have art. Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, man, they don't get cannons. I think they get like one big bun technology that gives them some light cannons. Hence why I said 6 to 8. Oh, they're worried about the Germany. They're worried about the Germany making falconets. All right. So that was actually a sign of saying, alright, we don't need as much culverins. Okay. Even then, I mean, 8 to 9, 6 to 8 culverins is a bit overkill, I think, unless you know that they're going for falconets on this side. Just saying. I would mostly just focus on making more or less falcons and focus more on the infantry side of things. Because hypothetically, if you're Mexico and you're going with the Suatreros from your haciendas, oh, they went with the Central Americans, so they're going economics. That is an interesting play there. So they're playing more out the late game. See here all the different technologies they get here. So, oh yeah, Central America is really good for eco. Really good for eco booming. And what about the other Mexico? What's the other one going for? What card did they send, by the way? They sent Chipotle Tactics. Ships 500 food, destroyed buildings, grant you food, including your own. Ah, so that's actually pretty neat. So if you can siege somebody's buildings, it gives you a lot of food. If you lose buildings, you gain food. So you have an endless supply of tacos. That's what happens. Again, endless supply of tacos. So it looks like this Mexico is probably going to stick to just aging up to Fortress Age, while this one tries to boom up using the Central American cards. Sounds like a plan to me, honestly. But unfortunately, they might lose all those games if they don't watch their settlers. Look out for the Uhlans. Look out for the Yavuls. The Uhlans, they got a lot of attack. Do a lot of damage. They have low HP though, so they don't do well underneath the town center. But if they can stay away from the TC, they're going to hurt you a lot. A whole lot. So be careful when you're moving out towards your external hunts here. Maybe have a tower there or something. Oh, Ditkacigar is making a fort. Very creative play. Very creative. I think the fort will definitely deal with any potential raiding here, because that's going to do a lot of damage. It also gives these villies a place to go when they're getting hurt. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, it looks like those Uhlans need to get out of there, right? Ah, and then it looks like the Inca sent their Chazquais down there. Oh, yep. Basically, some of the early cards, I think in Age 1, grant you a free Chazquai. Just basically just, you know, it's like a little mini hero, you know. They can build town centers, I think, and train posts, and they sort of supplement your main hero. I think they were based on the Chazquai from Wars of Liberty, which basically is just that, like a mini hero that you can have multiple of. Yeah, that's where I think it came from. Anyways, looks like the Suatreros from the Purple Mexico as well as the fort is just way too much to be raided for right now by this enemy team. So what's their plan? It looks like Inca's about ready to go up to Fortress Age. I see them not making a lot of military right now. They got, of course, the war huts from the card as a defensive measure that the build calls for, but they haven't really trained any Chimu runners or anything and joined in with the Yuan raiding. How about the Germany, though? How's the Germany doing? Ah, so we see the Central America also getting improved buildings, so they're going to actually start tanking this area. Now, this is an interesting play for Central America. They're going to construct forts using the Explorer, and they're going to buff them up with improved buildings to make them extra tanky. That, my friends, is an interesting play, because this is really going to make it hard for Germany or Incas to siege their way in here. It's basically going to force them to use the Huerca slingers in the back to try to burn them down from range. Put Minutemen behind, so they don't get hit right away. Yeah, because as you know with Minutemen, they lose HP to the point that they have 1 HP. So if you can keep them in the back, so they're providing range support, that's great. Not behind fort, but whatever. Well, I mean, it's certainly something, you know. I mean, at least if you have them behind the fort, they're not going to get hit, but it's better to have them sort of in this area. Well, yeah, I think this area is pretty good because you got the forts here, you got the wall here that you can hide behind, so it's a little bit safer that way. Right now, I don't know quite what the Germany and Inca player is going to do to try to deal with this. Ah, so they do have a bit of military now. So yeah, it looks like Germany's shipping in some skirmishers. They're training some war wagons. Bro, whatever. So what's going on here? More Yuans trying to raid? Yeah. And now they're switching over to war wagons because they know their main threat's going to be the Suatreros. Oh, Purple Mexico has revolted into Baja California. So we got one Baja, we got one Central America. So now we're going to start to see a lot, I can imagine a lot of outlaws from the Purple Mexico. Now I don't know why they didn't go with the Rancheros card, because they really could benefit from having free Suatreros coming from their haciendas. Yeah, definitely. So what are they going to get? So they're going to get a factory first, then they're going to get Baja California territory, and then they're going to get Ditkacigar textiles, which gives you a lot of settlers. And as they revolted, they obviously had all their settlers turned into filibusters, which are pretty strong musketeers that have a really good siege, and then they can throw dynamite as well, so they're pretty powerful. Pretty powerful unit. I think at this point it's safe to say that the Baja California is going to do most of the fighting, while the Central America focuses on booming up their settler numbers. Returning. So, looks like this trading post is a goner. You got the Inca focus on that one, and then they're going to regroup with the Germans, who have their settler wagons and skirms all the way over here. So what are they going to do to attack? So it looks like Inca are going to start putting forward buildings down here. The Calanca, which makes some of their stronger units, such as the Huerca Slinger, I think the Maceman, as well as the Boas Thrower. So yeah, they're going to have some stronger units over there. Oh no, look at the cathedrals going down. That's not good. You're going to lose a source of experience points losing those things. It's okay, just stay back. Yeah, in this situation, it's better to just use the forts to your advantage and not waste units. You don't really get any more filibusters once you lose the ones that you got here. Well, you can make more of them, but of course it costs resources. It costs about 90 coins. So you really want to spend 90 coin when you barely have enough coin for one of them? I don't think so. I don't think you want to do that. So just use the forts to your advantage, man. Try to take successful gains here. Oh, nope, nope. Back up, back on up, back on up, back up. Get behind the fort. You're gonna need some defense here. Use those cannonballs to your advantage, buddy. Ditkacigar has returned from the revolution. So they're going to be an industrial age now, since they effectively skipped an age with that revolt. And now they're going to be pumping out some strong units, it looks like. I'm curious what Bad Mexico is going to do. So they're going to start with factories. What else do they got? They got this one right here, this card. They got the... what else they got? They got this. This looks pretty good. Colorado Battalion. Go for grenade launches, which will help the soldados a bit. So really a lot of upgrades for soldados. Enables haciendas to spawn chinacos. Oh, so a lot of hacienda play here, folks. Both the option to make the suatreros and to make the chinacos, which is the standard hand cavalry of the Mexicans. Get oof. Get oof. Now they're looking like they're in good shape because now they got the factories. Look at all the huntables too hanging out around the hacienda, thanks to the Chipotle tactics. Also gonna send this fort here, the Chapultepec Castle. Ships one fort. Forts have more line of sight, inflict additional damage against heroes. Not that I'm saying that multipliers against heroes is something important, but it's good that they're getting a fort, though. Then they're going to get a fort here. They're going to get another factory. Port Fortillero. Rise fast. Ships one factory wagon. Factory technologies and repairs are free. Factory hit points improved. So now this Mexico here is going to be in really good shape, because they're going to have all of the factories they need, and they're going to be able to upgrade them like immediately to the bear trickle rate. So this is looking really good for the Mexico. Oh no, though, look at these haciendas too far up to the. That's why you don't build haciendas too far unless you can defend them. Oh no, that's not good. All that stuff for nothing. Oh well. Oh well. And then they're gonna lose this one too. It's way too far to defend, buddy. Way too far. You gotta build them closer in. You gotta build them closer to your town center. They're literally a resource building, you know. You don't put resource buildings out on the front lines where they're just going to get burned down unless they're shrines or something. You know how expensive these haciendas are? They're like 600 wood. That's like the cost of an estate in this game. Really insane stuff. You don't want to lose those things. Because you just lost about almost 2,000 wood of buildings for nothing. Total tragedy. Total tragedy. Alright, so now they're going to have to deal with this threat. The plume spearmen are the thing I'm most scared about because of their siege. But of course you have to worry about the jungle bowmen that can cast poison as well. You got the Chimu runners, you got some conquistadors here, you got some war wagons, you got a lot of things going on. A lot of things that could really do some damage to you. Let's see how this Inca and Germany does with their army, though. How do they manage? Their biggest threat's going to have to deal with the bandidos, because they got their charge attack, and also their damage output is pretty good. You know, they're basically just running. See this? See how it says coin in the defeat? 15 coin here, 15 coin. Basically, Mexico has sent out their, not this one, the other one. It's basically sent out their card here called Soldier of Fortune. And basically what Soldier of Fortune does is every unit you kill grants you some coin in addition to XP. So it's like a second resource bounty for kills. And that's basically how Baja California sustains itself in a prolonged match. Without a lot of settlers, you obviously would die otherwise, so they need something to keep them breathing. But breathing, they basically need to get as many kills as possible with that card active, so they can get more coin, which can go into more outlaws, which can get into more kills and more coin. Killing, killing, killing. That's the Baja California revolt in a nutshell, and you use it normally as an aggressive one to attack your enemy. Right now, it doesn't seem so good because, you know, they're losing the units way too quickly, and therefore they're not getting as much coin out of that as you might have hoped. Well, if they can Yeah, if you can get little wins right here where you target the units without much resistance, that's usually the best case to use those outlaws. Because it's like free coin in your pocket that you can use to make more outlaws with. Oh no, they're gonna lose a factory though. That is really bad. That's really bad. That's gonna sting. Thankfully, Ditkacigar, Mexico has built forts. These forts are like a lifeline, and it's going to make it a lot harder to attack. It's like a big porcupine, you know, shooting out quills of cannonballs at you trying to run in there. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. Walker's gang ships 7 random Wild West outlaws. About to rev. Wait. So what revolt are they going to go for? I want to watch this. What revolt are they doing? So they're going up with the Texas. Ah, yes, Texas. That's a good option. Heard a lot of good things about the Texas revolt. What do they get exactly? So they get a lot of this is the one that gives you access to United States units, right? Yeah. Pretty powerful because it basically changes your roster to the USA. You get volunteers, you get regulars, you get carbine cavalry, you get all that wonderful US roster stuff going. You get sharpshooters. I think in this case the sharpshooters are going to be really good because they have a lot more range than standard skirms do. Now what's going to happen from here I don't know, because it looks like Ditkacigar is going to make a lot of the sharpshooters, and he's going to try to hide them behind the forts and then use that defensive advantage to slowly blast apart their infantry. Also, again, this card here called the Texan Forts. Texan Forts now slowly train back to their units for free. That card I never saw before. That sounds actually really powerful, because that means you can like basically turn into Paraguay, right? With all the like free infantry and cavalry coming out of the forts. That's kind of insane, actually. So how's that work? Ah, so they can produce volunteers, like state militia. That's pretty good. I like that. Quite powerful. Oh, they're going to switch it to regulars. We might still be okay. Sending 2 forts. Yeah, you're going to want to get more of those forts up. Losing the factories, though, is going to hurt a lot. You know, factories, it's never good when you lose a factory. It's such a big part of your resource count. Sending them to top of my forts. So they're going to put the forts up here because it's more defensible up here. Seems like right now they're just getting by barely. You know, they've sort of got the purple outlaws over here. You got red Mexico trying to go for United States units for free from the forts. I just don't know how the strategy is going to last. Is it going to last long, or is it going to fall apart? It could go either way at this point. Oh no! Look at, oh no, the Chazkais. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, I was a little bit concerned. Oh no, they're right there. Help! Yes! Help! Oh no, they just lost one. That was bad. Really bad. But now they see this one and they're going to attack it. Never ends. It never ends. There's always something going on. That's why we like AoE 3. There's always something going on. Somebody's getting attacked. Somebody's getting sieged. Never ceases to amaze me. Please need for Marines. Yeah, only the United States Marines can end something like this, right?
I'm ready.
Guard Minutemen. Hey, they can get Marines? I didn't know they could. Ah, Texas Marines. Marines. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, only the United States Marines could fix a mess like this, I suppose. Oh, so. Now, how did they get out of this mess? You've literally just got, like, what, 3 forts? And a couple of haciendas? How do you get out of this mess? You're, like, literally surrounded everywhere like the Alamo. And you're Mexico, so you're not supposed to be the one getting surrounded right now. Oh, never mind. No, Texas. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Literally is the Alamo right now. How do they get out of it, though? Where do you go from here? How do you push your way out? How do you get these forts to work for your favor? Good try, guys, but GG for you. Really? Really? He doesn't have any resources. He only has, like, what, 90 food, 100 coin. How can you say that? How can you say that, man? You're gonna lose that town center. I just don't see how they come back from this. I see the timer on the clock, though, so something happens here. What happens, though, is the question. Ah, look at this. We actually see Inca villagers coming this far down across California to get involved with the California gold rush. Silver rush, that is. Is there any gold on this map? Yeah, the gold's out here in the desert. Fortunately, here you have to deal with silver. I just don't know, like, what is going to be the method for Germany and Incas to siege from here? Because it seems like having all these forts is going to be really hard to deal with. Need 200 coin for forts. Yeah, they're kind of broke right now. They really need some coin for the forts. That Inca and Germany taking down the factories was really key, I think, to stalling their progression. TBH, we won this. Too ballsy for them to do that. Bro, 200 coin. For need forts. Need forts. Yeah, the more forts you get, the more free units you get, man. Need forts. Just 200. Yep. A friendly donation of 100 coin leads to another fort. Wait a minute, they got more factories from the... Oh, so they got another factory. That's good. Come back down. What are they doing up? What is this outlaw stuff up here, man? Trying to raid? Well, they could take the Falcons out. That would be cool because they're actually a pretty expensive unit. So take the Falcon out now and get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. You can't defend this stuff. You're literally all over the place, man. I like the fact that you're keeping them distracted by having buildings all over the place, but you're just not going to be able to defend them in the long haul, and you're going to have to go back to the main area. You know, just make sure you don't lose any units right now. I think key thing for Purple Mexico is the one that's in the Baja California Revolt still is to not lose their outlaws. Because if they lose their outlaws too easily, then I feel like it's kind of a loss for them. Wait, just stay tight. Rebuilding. They're getting a factory. They're going to construct some more forts, which means more free units. Forts are what will save us. 100% agree with that. Forts is what gives you free units. The Texan forts, that is. So that's really what you're going to have to do here. Need gold now. Well, there's one way to get gold by you, and that's through killing. Absolute butchering. So you need to find some casualties. 100 coins sent to build back. Yeah, you're going to have to build back real quickly. Because it seems like this Inca and Germany army is going to be on your doorstep real soon. You know, you got the Inca already ready to start getting guard upgrades on these spearmen and archers at some point. They got the Huarca slingers as well. These things are a real nasty pain to deal with. Yeah, I mean, you gotta really be careful here. You gotta make sure you don't get swept up by them. Cowboys. Oh, they're gonna lose that hacienda now. It's kind of scary seeing how many haciendas have been sieged by the Incas this whole game. Like, all the wood loss. All the wood loss. What do you do? Pull back. Yeah, pull back, man. Pull back. Go back around here. This little circle. This is your sanctuary right here. Just pull back. We need cowboys. They need outlaws. I agree 100%. Outlaws have some really good charge attacks. You need them to blast their way through this mess. No resources. How many resources is that? Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of coin. Just stay by fort. It's okay. And now he's returning to Mexico. So it looks like that That Mexico's gonna be an H4 as well. What do they got? I don't know what they get actually. Ah, this could have been an interesting option going for bad boys to get the owl shoots. Owl shoots would probably be a decent unit here because of their buckshot charge attack against these spearmen. I would probably consider going with the owl shoots. But I guess the Suatreros are also fine. The thing about the Suatreros is you really have to take advantage of their lasso attack, their charge lasso. Get them into like a big ball and know how to spread out that lasso just enough to take out the dismount units. And then use their guns to shoot the cavalry down. You know, shoot the shock units down. At this rate, I mean, this could really go anywhere. You know, we could really... I just don't see how this is going to go. Like, what cards do they get? So they could ship falconets in. That's one option. I think that'd probably be a decent option. Get some falcons in. Oh, they're actually going to go for Cantinas. Gives you Ronin, Outlaws, cost less pop. They're going to get a factory, and then they're going to probably send the other factory card as well that the Texan Mexico sent. We got this back. I feel like they're correct on that because now the Texas has enough units at this point to start coming back. Oh yeah, I remember this card. This is a really cool card here, Mexican Mint. It acts like the Royal Mint card does, you know, the one that improves all the coin gather rates, but also it adds 500 coin right to your inventory too. So it's like buy one get one free deal in terms of effects, which is really cool. At this point when you're out of coin, having an extra 500 coin in the bank is really great. Really a great card. I actually like that card a lot. It's one I really liked when I started playing Mexico for the first time. Because Mexico's the first like ranked civ I used to use in ranked. Stay behind Sharp for now. We are okay. Yes, you are okay. I feel like at this point, you got enough forts making free units that you're really in good position to come back from this. Now, is there a way that they can get Imperial? Enables the Imperial upgrades for your barracks units to be slowly researched for free. Now, I think that's probably the next step that they want to do. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. I would try to get that, just so you can make the sharpshooters Imperial upgraded. They have all the ideal stats they need. Need culverins. What do you need culverins for? You can literally just snipe them off with these sharpshooters. Do they have any falcons? No they don't. So why do you need culverins? You don't have any artillery. Just make falconets or something. You could like get big massive falconets, including the ones from your home city, and just 50 them head on with them. That's what I would do. But yeah, make sure you don't waste your Suatreros. You don't want them to die. Back. Yep, back on up to the fort. Why not get some free kills from these wonderful forts shooting cannonballs at them, you know? Take advantage of your surroundings. See what you can accomplish. Every kill for Purple Mexico is like a lifeline because that means more success. Good try, guys. I love the confidence. I love the confidence. I love the confidence, you know? No one would have ever expected these guys to still be alive right now. They lost their factories, they lost all the haciendas. RGG is inevitable, but good shot. Wait a second, isn't that Inca, like, look at the score on that Inca. Look at that score. How much resource they got. Yeah, their food is phenomenal. Captured howitzers. So they're going to go for a spam of, like, mortars, it looks like. Also, they're going to make Carib blowgunners. Oh yeah, because Inca get this card here, the American Allies. It gives you access to different Native American units you can make from Native Embassy. Need culverins bad. For what? Need res bro. LOL. Why do they need culverins? I don't see any falconets or heavy cannons coming out of horse arty. What, is a precautionary tale? I guess. Also, what is Inca even getting with their community plazas? So they got some of their priestesses working on experience trickle, with the experience trickle dance. That's pretty good. It's gonna help them get their cards a bit quicker. Does Inca have any more useful cards to really send? Not really. I mean, it looks like they got through all their unit cards. They could send exotic hardwoods. They could get some more town centers. Yeah, I think Inca's kind of at the end of their potential. How about the Germany? Now, Germany could go for settler wagons through the Germantown farmers and really buff up their eco. And from there, they could literally just... Here's the thing, though. Like, what does... They don't have anything exceptional, right? They could obviously spam a lot of Falks, but... Germany right now is... Their, like, main unit is, like, Uhlans and war wagons with that type of deck. Bro! Hello? You are dying. Bro! Hello? You are dying. Get coals first. Then mortars. The Tycoon. So now they're gonna get their factory wagons, it looks like. Get their eco up a bit. Catch up to the Inca player. You need old cowboys, serious, the runners. The runners are running. The runners are running. Oh yeah! You can fortify units into this building, which removes their populations, which means you can add additional units into this one. Pretty clever, right? Pretty clever trick for Incas. Yeah, it's a lesser known trick, right? And it adds to attack. Really great. Adds to the damage. So what they got here? They got... Oh, that was bad. That was bad. You didn't really want to put them that far down. Now what do you do? What do you do against this mess? Look at all these units. I want to see when Texas ends up going for this Texas Army from the barracks. We really need to see this go from Imperial Age units, I feel like. Then they're really going to start dominating Earth. Look at all those slingers. Look at all those slingers getting to work there. Unfortunately, the slingers... They're having a bit of trouble because they're dealing with sharpshooters, which have extra range of about 23. Dude, move! Move! Oh, there's the one situation where you need the culverts when the light cannon big bun from the Incas. So you make culverts just for that? Cannons! Target them! Target them or die! Yeah. Oh, yep, right, so the culverts are doing their job. Really good. Then they're going to be able to target those captured howitzers next. Yep, take that out. Oh, now they're doing good. Now they're doing real good. was a very good try of A for effort. Cove. You have like 4 more culverins. Ah, for this, yeah. I mean, I don't think you really need that many culverins anymore, just because they're not really, those light cans have been sent by the Incas already. You're not getting any more of them. And max clock. And that's totally fine. I mean, just focus on getting kills. Getting kills right now with the outlaws. Because that means you can get more coin, and then you can make more outlaws, and you're going to continue to keep your population up to help your ally. Pull back. Don't fight. More to me. More to the big infantry mass of Texas. Yeah, I mean, I don't know at this point. It does look like Texas is pulled through. You guys get a gold star. Very good try. I love how he's taunting him like, oh, you did such a good job. You had a gold star, an A+. Bring culverins. Why the culverins? I don't see any cannons. What's up with that? I don't see any cannons. Why do you need culverins for? Cats. Cats? Why do we need cates? Cates? Cats? What?
What is your command?
Big gold star for both of you after this. You were very close. You were so close. Well, I mean, you can always throw something now and maybe they can come back. Just a possibility, man. Just saying. Just saying. It could always be a turnaround, you know? Just wait for the lag to come, just run your units to forward, and just let hard horse artillery just kill this whole army. Stuff. Absolutely brutal. Texian Marine. Is this where they got the idea in Wars of Liberty to make the naval infantry? Ah, so that's where it came from. Ah, that's kind of interesting actually, because I know in Wars of Liberty they changed the Marine from having crush damage to having just a multiplier against grenadiers and artillery. I guess that's where they got the inspiration from, this unit. The Texas Marine. I wonder what they're going to try now on the Inca and Germany side to try to defend this, because it seems like now they've got disadvantage. So they're both going imp age with their stuff now. Yeah, it's not looking good. So they're starting to go fishing now. They're going on a fishing expedition to pay for resources. I think once Texas gets their units up to Imperial upgrade, then you're going to start to see a real defeat. Outlaw combat definitely helps with the stats of these things. I knew we had this. I knew it was going to milk them dry. Royal Festival. Ah, some macemen. They got too frisky. Frisky's cat food. More culverins. What's going on over here? What's this? Ah, so they're getting attacked over here by the Chimus and the jungle bowmen. They have like 8 at least. I can imagine he's massing heavy. He's probably massing heavy. Are you ready? Are you ready? You ready? You ready? And oh, they're sieging that down right now. Yep. Huh. Well, I mean, at this point, it's probably safe to say GG. Maybe. Maybe. Get mortars. Yeah, that's what you need, man. You need mortars. You need to start shelling stuff. Especially against these defensive Inca villains like the Morats. You don't need Cobra, you need Mortars. Max plop. Well, there goes that. I see those archers trying to blast their way through the Citreros so they can reach the USA infantry. I feel like if they can blast apart the Citreros and they can start to hit the sharpshooters, maybe they can push them back for another round of attacks. Gendarme. Gendarme? Corsair? Where are they getting that from? Gendarme. Where's that coming from? I don't see any Corsairs anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it looks like that USA massive infantry is really good. And it's kind of cool because you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be dealing with Mexican units today, like the Vigilantes, the Sonados. And then you find out in the end you're going to end up just killing USA units. Which is going to add a whole nother layer of pain to it. That's what always makes playing as Mexico interesting, is their revolts are so diverse that you can run into a wide variety of different situations real quickly. You know, for a civ that is based a lot on Europe, with a lot of European themed stuff like Settlers and Dragoons, they're surprisingly diverse in their gameplay. We saw like effectively 3 different revolts today. We saw the Baja California, we saw the Central America, and we saw the Texas revolt. So now finally the Texas is going for the Imperial units. They're going for a Texas army. Now they're going to get these units up to Imperial age, and they're going to be even stronger. Even stronger. Even stronger. Giant big stars for both of you. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they did good in that siege, but they just weren't able to keep it up. You know, they should have had some forward buildings over, probably over here, and then they could have dealt with it. But unfortunately, too out of luck. Post-game, not a lot of resources, really not a lot of resources, but when you look at the military, all the kills, they're the MVP of kills. They're the MVP of, well, Mexico did that, but look at the kills though. Look at this. Really good stuff. It just shows you, if you know how to play free unit bonuses to your advantage, you don't have to train a lot of units. You can get them for free and then start killing with them. It's really the way you manage stuff. That's why a civ like Paraguay and Wars of Liberty can get really good kill counts just by that. They don't have to train a lot. They just have to know how to use the free stuff to their advantage. I hope you enjoyed this. It was really fun doing record a game not by the Trading Post of the Royal Clan for once. But if you got your own casting games, either Wars of Liberty or Defib Edition base, I will happily take them and cast them for you anytime, no questions asked. I just ask that you support the channel, subscribe, you know, do all that, get other people to do the same, and have them give me their recordings so we can build up the library of recorded games here. Well, I always look for new stuff to do. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, though. I'm going to be signing off now from this one. See you in the next ones I'm going to do today.